Well, the idea that business should be less concerned with creating money and profit seems to be counterintuitive. But the founder of microfinance and the concept of social business, Dr. Muhammad Yunus, says that making money should play only one part of the whole picture, and that in order to sustain global economic growth, corporations must have a conscience. To discuss his concept of social business further, I spoke earlier to Dr. Muhammad Yunus. Muhammad Yunus, welcome to the program.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Whitney.
So how does the social business concept, which is also your design, work with microfinance, or are they completely standalone concepts?
No, they are not standalone. Social business is about business to solving problems. If you see a problem, you design a business to solve it without having any intention of making money. Conventional business is built around making money. So everything is done with that sole purpose of making money. So you can turn around that concept, design a business to solve problem without having any intention of personally benefiting from it. And that's what we have been doing. We have created businesses for environmental issues, renewable energy, in healthcare, in training of nurses, and so on and so forth. Also healthcare like cataract operation hospitals, eye care hospitals, and so on. And now that ideas are spreading around the world because they see that creative power can be used to solve problems. And Europe has adopted it, Germany particularly. They are running several social businesses right now. One city in Germany called Wiesbaden, the city mayor himself declared the city as a social business city, meaning that every profit-making business should be encouraged to create a social business to solve problem of the city. And Fukuoka in Japan, they have done the same thing, encourage the businesses to create a social business on the side. And now various universities are teaching courses on social business and etc. So that idea that this can be a parallel business, not a substitute for each other. Money making is a means, and using this money to solve problems is the end. And making money is a happiness. Of course, we all know that. And I'm trying to bring out that making other people happy is a super happiness. And you can do that by creating social business. We have joint ventures with big companies for social business. We have joint ventures with Danone of France to produce yogurt to solve the problem of malnutrition among the children. It's a social business. They don't want to make money out of it. They are entitled to take back the investment money, but they continue to own the company with no dividend for them. Profit stays with the company. We have joint venture with BASF in Germany. We have joint ventures with Veolia Water Company in France to bring water in the villages of Bangladesh. We have joint venture with Uniqlo in Japan. Hopefully we'll have joint ventures with Australian company.
Are there specific Australian businesses that you're looking at working with?
No, I'm not looking at any company. Any company is good enough. It doesn't have to be a specific company. Any company which wants to get involved in solving problem of people around them can come up with this business called social business. It doesn't take a lot of money. You can design a business as small as you want. It could be $50,000 company, it could be $100,000 company. It solves the problem of 5 people, 10 people. And once you know how to solve problem of 5 people, you have developed a seed. And that seed now can be planted, you can have a whole plantation of it. But you have developed the seed. That's the beauty of the thing. So we can all develop seeds. Even if I don't have to have a company. I can design a seed in kind of abstract on paper. And if I have a brilliant idea of solving this problem in a business way, I'm sure an investor will say, why don't we go into business? I'll invest, and you give the design, and let's do it together. And it's all possible. It's just like in Silicon Valley, when you come up with a great idea on the internet or something, you don't have any money to do it. Somebody, angel investors will come or say, let's do it, I'll invest in it. So similar way, we can do the social business too. And Australia would be a very good place to do that.
Your motto is, let's create a world free of poverty. As problems like what we're seeing in the US and Europe continue to unfold and deepen, does that goal seem further and further away?
We need to redesign our system. Look at the unemployment situation in Europe. It's a crazy thing. The most advanced countries of the world having 50% of the young people staying out of jobs because there is no opportunity for them to make themselves useful to the society. So that's not the fault of the young people who are left out. It's the fault of the system. How can we tolerate a system which rejects human beings just like that, like a trash? So we need to redesign a system, because if the system is telling you that you are a trash, I think it's a good time that we tell the system that you are a trash, not us. So we redesign a system and make it work for people. Maybe we should do, instead of having one type of business in the world which makes us money-centric, all we think about is money, nothing else. We are chasing money all the time. It becomes an addiction for us. And get out of this addiction. We are human beings. We are not robots, money-making robots. We can change the world by our own creative power. We can change the world with the technology that we have, provided we have the structure for that.
You're obviously paying close attention to the problems that are happening in Europe. It must be very frustrating to watch on the sidelines as the process becomes more and more politicised and seemingly intractable.
The whole thing is a problem that we are not looking right way. The politicians are thinking by nature, I'm not blaming them, by very nature for immediate solution. They have to get out of it tomorrow. And so the immediate solution is a kind of a tinkering with the system, is a reform, is a patchwork, is a kind of Band-Aid solution. I said, while you're trying to do the Band-Aid solution, don't forget that the machine that you're trying to fix itself is obsolete. You have to redesign a machine. The whole thing has to be redesigned. Because if your patchwork does work for a while, if your Band-Aid solution gives you some respite, soon you'll be having a bigger hole to fall into. So that's not getting away from the system. So right now, at this moment, is to find out the real solution, the fundamental flaws in the system. And the fundamental flaw is the misinterpretation of human being in the system. Human beings are assumed to be money chasers. That idea has to be abandoned. Money chasing could be one small part of human being, not the whole of human being. Whole of human being is about contributing to the world to make it a different kind of world.
Dr. Muhammad Yunus, thanks for joining the program.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me be on your show.